Well, here we are in 2024, and it's more anti-Second Amendment, I think, than I've ever seen in my adult life, at least. That I'm aware of. And when it comes to buying ammo, there's many states right now that have several gun bans going on. And obviously, if you buy the ammo that fits those guns, they're going to know. They're going to know. So there's a lot of things that the government can find out right now simply because of your ammo purchases. So I want to take a moment and talk about three things don't do. Don't do these three things when you're buying ammo. It's just going to set you up for some sort of situation where somewhere there's a digital record of you buying that type of ammo that fits in that type of gun. And you're just essentially, it's none of their business, I guess, is what it comes down to. So don't do these three things. Number one, don't ever let them scan your driver's license. I can promise you that if you're in the state of Illinois and they scan your driver's license, or a state like that, California, Oregon, Washington, Jersey, New York, I can go on and on and on. If they scan your driver's license, it's going to, when you buy a certain type of ammo, they're going to know. They're going to know what kind of ammo you're going to buy. They're going to know how much of it you bought. And even if you don't live in one of those states, same thing. Don't let them scan your driver's license. If somebody needs to scan your driver's license to buy ammo, don't buy ammo there. I want to take a moment and thank our sponsor, of course, and that's Jace Medical. Not only for sponsoring this channel, but for really providing what I believe to be one of the best preps anybody can make, which is having an emergency supply of all sorts of antibiotics and a 1-year supply of your chronic meds. Like if you have a heart condition, if you're taking meds on a daily basis and things go out, you're going to need meds. There's certain meds that I need to take every day. So now I have a year's supply, and they're not substituting, because I still get my prescription from my doctor. They're just sitting there. In case of emergency, I have a year's supply, my wife as well. Number two, don't use your credit card. I'm going to recommend you no longer use a credit card to buy guns and ammo, both. Because credit card companies now will flag your purchase and report you to the local authorities as well as the ATF. So for example, if I go into a store and I buy like 1,000 rounds of a certain type of ammo and maybe like 2 or 3 guns, the credit card company is going to flag me, and they're going to share that information as kind of a warning to my local sheriff, as well as to the ATF. And that's not a very big purchase, and what is, like, at what point is it, too much to be flagged or too odd? Like what is that thing? So I don't even use my credit card at all or my debit card to purchase anything at the gun store at all. Just use cash. It's almost as good as money. Number three, and this one is going to take a little effort on your part, but if you live in one of the anti-Second Amendment states that, not only require you to scan a driver's license or have a permit to own a gun, like any of that stuff, unless you could just freely go buy a gun and you don't need a permit, you don't need anything, you just can buy it and you're not limited on what guns you can buy, unless you live in that state, one of those states, I'm going to recommend you never buy ammo in that state that you live in. For example, if you're in Illinois, come on over to Missouri. You're not going to have any problems, and we're right next door. And I know this requires a little effort. I understand that. But do it when you're traveling. Like if you have a summer vacation planned with your family, just as you pass through certain states, stock up on ammo. But don't do it in your state. For sure, don't do it in your state, especially if they're asking you to register guns and you chose not to. And now you're buying ammo for a gun you didn't register. Like, come on. So that's really, it's a bigger threat than ever before. I don't think I would have made a video like this 2 or 3 years ago. But here we are. What kind of ammo you're buying and how much of it is going to raise eyebrows to a lot of different folks that have no business even looking your direction. So don't do those 3 things. Don't let them scan your driver's license. Don't use a credit card. and don't buy it in your state if you live in an unconstitutional anti-Second Amendment state. So there you go. Any thoughts or insight or any others, definitely put it below, any insight on this, definitely put that below or your thoughts. I will take a moment and say most people watch this channel, they're not subscribers. Take a moment, hit that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. So never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.